Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining in today. I am going to be showing you guys my greenhouse cabinet. It is a hutch cabinet actually, and my boyfriend and I transformed it into a greenhouse cabinet. So we're very excited to show you that today. I'm going to show you how it functions, all of the moving parts and the plants inside. So if you are interested in watching, please continue all the way through to the end of the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It really helps out my channel a ton. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate the love and support. Let's get right into the plants. So guys, this is our greenhouse cabinet. We turned this into a greenhouse cabinet around 4 to 5 months ago. And after doing so, we've noticed that our plants are doing amazing under the greenhouse conditions. The greenhouse sits at around 80 to 90% humidity. At the moment, it's at 93% humidity and 23.3 degrees Celsius. So we've noticed that they're doing really well, especially the anthuriums, but the philodendrons as well are growing really, really fast. I do have some Hoya up on the top here that I've recently put in the greenhouse, so we'll see how they're doing after a few weeks. But otherwise, my plants are doing great. They are all kind of bundled up together, so the humidity is high in that sense, just from the plants being close together. We run a humidifier probably about once a week, and otherwise don't really need to after that because the humidity really stays quite high. So we don't really ever need to run it very often. So I'm going to show you guys all the plants in just a second. Thank you guys so much for watching. So here we are on the top left quadrant of the greenhouse. I'm going to show you all the plants I've got up here. I'm going to bring them all out individually and show you, just because it is a little crowded up top and below. So this is my variegated string of hearts. It really is a stunning plant. I got it as a 2-leaf cutting quite a while back on Marketplace, and when I got it, it was quite expensive just because at the time the string of hearts was very expensive. So I got it as like a 2-3 leaf cutting. It was very small, but yeah, so I got it quite a while ago. It's a little bit slow growing in my opinion. I'm not actually sure how fast this thing grows. It's just been it was just such a small cutting that I'm finding it's taking a long time to fill out the pot, although it is quite long. If you do see, it is getting pretty long compared to what it was before. Next in the greenhouse, right beside the variegated string of hearts, we have my Crimson Queen cutting. This one I had in dirt when I first got it because the roots seemed pretty good when I first got it. For some reason, the roots had all rotted off. I think the soil mixture that I used just wasn't good enough. And being an amateur plant parent several months ago, didn't help it either because I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't even really know what this plant was when I had got it. It's doing really well now. This is a new leaf. This is a new leaf down here, and here is a new leaf as well. So it's really beautiful. It's in perlite at the moment. It's a little bit green from the grow lights, but otherwise it's doing really well. We're hoping for some new growth, maybe down here. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't look like it's putting out any new growth yet. This is my Hoya Carry Eye Splash. This has been in my greenhouse for a long time. It absolutely loves it in here. It's put out about 4 new leaves since I've gotten it. These 2 leaves up top here are newer since I've actually gotten the plant. This is the newest leaf though. This one as well was one of the newer leaves, and just look at the splashiness compared to the older leaves. So beautiful. This is absolutely one of my favorite Hoya. It grows so nicely. The pattern is a little bit wonky, but the leaves always come out so beautiful and the green foliage is so nice. So I love this plant. This is my Bro's Tail succulent. It's just in a little ceramic pot, I believe. It does have a drainage hole at the bottom though. It's in soil and wood chips, or like orchid bark, I would say. I did get this guy off Marketplace and it's grown quite a lot. So I'm hoping for some new growth. As you can see, it's kind of curling at the top there, and this one's overhanging, and yeah, this one's really pretty as well. Here is my Hoya Biokensis. This was the plant that I won in Lulu's Leaves giveaway. She had had this one and another plant in the giveaway that I'm going to show in just a moment. But yeah, this one's a beautiful one. It's actually starting to become a little splashy on the leaves, as you can kind of tell, on the new leaves as well. It's just got this little splashy patterning about it, and it's really pretty. I love the green foliage. It's just so beautiful. Next is my Hoya Callistophylla. This one doesn't like me so much. It's actually dropped 2 leaves since I've gotten it. 1 baby leaf on the tendril and 1 down at the bottom. So I'm not really entirely sure what I'm doing wrong. I might repot it soon. I was just trying to acclimate it to our house and to our conditions, but I might just repot it soon because it's not seeming to like the soil that it's in, I don't think, because I'm giving it the right amount of water. I'm not overwatering it. I don't think I'm underwatering it. So this one I'm going to keep a close eye on because I do really like it. I don't want it to die, but it's not looking so good, so we'll see. Here is my Hoya Gianna. This is the one that I also won in Lulu's Leaves giveaway. This is the most beautiful Hoya ever. I truly love it so much. I've just got it sitting in a little terracotta pot in a nice chunky soil mixture, and the leaves are stunning. The waxiness, the veining, it's just so beautiful, and I cannot wait to see this thing sun stress. So updates on that will come when it sun stresses, but yeah, I love it. Here is my Hoya Matilde. This plant I got from Crystal Star Nursery. I need to put it on a trellis, but otherwise it's doing really good. It's always got new growth popping out. If you can kind of see that little baby leaf right there. This one is cute because it has a little splashy patterning to it, and the O-shaped leaves are just so cute. This one was like a wish list plant of mine a few months ago, so I'm just very happy to have it in my collection. So now I'm going to show you guys all the plants on the bottom. In the back here, I've got my Philodendron Milinochrysome. This is a beautiful plant, but unfortunately, the last leaf that it put out was a little bit smaller than the other leaves. So I'm not entirely sure what that's caused by. After it put out this leaf, I upped the size of the pot and I put it in a much chunkier soil mixture and transferred it, I think, from moss actually. So it's doing really well. But the leaves just aren't putting out very big. But we do have a new one in the back here, as you can see. This baby is actually getting much bigger every day, so I can't wait to see what that one looks like. Still in love with this plant, just wish that this leaf had gotten a little tad bit bigger, but whatever, it's still beautiful. Right down here, I've got my Anthurium Villanayorum. This is my newest Anthurium. I purchased this from Plant Haven, Toronto. It came in moss, so when I upped the size of the pot, I just left it in moss. I want it to be in the most comfortable climate and condition that it can be in, so I just left it in its original medium mixture. I probably will put it in soil sometime in the future, but not anytime yet. But yeah, it's in a nice little terracotta. This is the biggest and newest leaf, I believe. It does have a little bit of damage on it, but otherwise stunning. I'm going to keep an eye out for some new growth. I do believe it is a bit of a slower grower, so we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Right back here is my Anthurium Regal. I did just transfer it into a chunkier soil mixture. I think it's loving its life a little bit more. Unfortunately, it does have a little bit of damage on the bottom of the leaf here from underwatering it. I guess anthuriums really need their water when they need their water, and it was a hard lesson for me to learn, but otherwise it's a beautiful plant. I love the sinus on it, and I can't wait to see the newest leaf. There is a baby attached right down here. You can't really see it, but there is a baby attached, so fingers crossed that soon it puts out a new leaf for us. Right here is my Butterwort. Unfortunately, this guy isn't doing too well because I think I watered it with regular water when I should have watered it with distilled water. I've been giving it lots of light. Unfortunately, it's just not liking the conditions. I'm thinking maybe I left it a little too wet, unfortunately, and I didn't water it, like I said, with the right type of water. So I'm gonna go get some distilled water and hopefully that fixes it up, but I would hate to see this one go. I really do like it. Right here is my Anthurium magnificum, my absolute stunning beauty. This one is one of my favorite plants in the whole entire world. I love its older leaves. Look at how pretty they are. And the newest leaf is huge. This is one of the older leaves. But yeah, this one is a beauty. She put out this humongous leaf for me not too long ago, maybe about a month or so ago, and already has a little baby down there, a very tiny one, but still very excited about that. So yeah, this is my Anthurium magnificum. I got this guy off of Marketplace. I actually found a girl in my area that sells rare plants and more uncommon plants. So I snagged this one off of her, and we've just been giving it love ever since. In the back here is my Anthurium clarinervium. This guy we've had for about 6 months now. I got it from Kim's Nature. It put out a little bit of a wonky leaf, but it does have one coming in on the bottom. So we're very excited to continue to document that. But yeah, that one's an absolute beauty. We can't wait to show you guys what the new leaf looks like. So up top here, we have my Hoya Pubicalyx Splash. I really like the leaves on these. Unfortunately, they are coming in a little bit smaller than the older leaves, but I still really like it. They come in a really pretty purple color, and the splashiness is quite stable on them. This is the newest leaf. And yeah, I actually got this off of an Instagram live sale from Kai's Garden, and she shipped it to me with plant runs. It was a great experience. Here we've got my silver squill. This plant we got from Springwater Garden Center. This one I thought was very weird and wonky, so we purchased it for a nice low price. She was in a small terracotta when we got her, but since has moved her to a bigger nursery pot, and she's really liking it. She's less suffocated and able to kind of spread her roots more. So yeah, right here we've got my Syndopsis Trubii Moonlight. Some of the leaves that are older are kind of burnt, but it's doing really well. The new leaves look beautiful on it, and the newer leaves coming in are looking great too. It is a little bit of a slower grower, I find, but consistent. I don't remember where I got these cuttings from. I did get them online somewhere. I think it was maybe Etsy. I'm not entirely sure, but I did buy these as cuttings when they were a little bit more harder to get your hands on. So that was quite a while ago, maybe 8 months ago. Right in the back here, I've got my Starfish Sansevieria. This has been in my collection for about a year now. My boyfriend bought me this plant as a little congratulations for getting a new job, and I've just had it in this little pot for that long. I guess I could probably repot this now. This is definitely going to be on one of my repot lists because it's probably quite root bound, as it's been in there for about a year now. So yeah, but this is my Starfish Sansevieria. This one grows really quickly in the light especially. Like this is new, this one right here is new, so it's looking really promising. At the bottom of the greenhouse, guys, we've got my Philodendron Florida Ghost right over here. As you can see, it does have a few leaves that are still working on getting green. We have one over here that is still hardening off. It's a little bit wonky, but still beautiful as ever. This plant I got from Secret Garden Boutique in Guelph. I really love that shop. I've only been twice before, but every time I'm in town, I love to go. She's got lots of beautiful plants, and this was one of them that I picked up. So yeah, this is a beautiful plant. I love the way that it comes in. I love the leaf shape. Back here is my Monstera Peru. This is the newest leaf. If you like a scaly texture to the leaves, you're going to definitely love the Monstera Peru. It is a little bit of a slower growing plant, but I find it's consistently putting out growth, which is good. So it does have, like this one's got a little baby attached to it. You can't really tell from here, but it's always putting out new growth, which is great. All the leaves are beautiful. The dark green foliage just reminds me of like a dragon. Right here is my Hoya Rangsan. This one I got at Secret Garden Boutique as well, and have just recently potted up in a nice soil mixture. These are the newer leaves up top, and this one is just beautiful from the splashiness that it has and the veining in the leaves. This is definitely one that has been on my wish list for quite some time, so I definitely had to pick it up. Right here is my El Chaco Red, my philodendron. This is a beautiful plant. This is one of the biggest leaves that it's putting out. This is a new leaf as well. And if you can tell down below here, there's a new leaf popping out. So we're very excited for that one. I honestly can't wait. This is one of my favorite plants. Right here, I've got my Hoya Bellavaragata. This is a beautiful plant that I got at Kim's Nature. It's got really beautiful sun stressing on the tips of the leaves, and this one grows in really fast. We've always got new growth popping out. This one is also a very thirsty plant, so I'm constantly watering it, but I do really love it. In the back here, I've got my Philodendron Painted Lady. If you can tell, she has a new leaf coming in. This one grows insanely quick. I find it's always popping out new growth. As soon as one leaf unfurls, a new one is coming out. So that's the great thing about it. It's always growing. I probably will need to get it a moss pole soon just because it's growing straight up. And I wanted to kind of climb on something as it has lots of aerial roots. So we will continue to watch that one and probably get it a moss pole sometime soon. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way through to the end. I really do appreciate it. It helps my channel out a ton. Your support, your love has been so special to me. So if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. It really does help. And if you want to see more planty content, stay tuned because I have lots more videos coming in the future. And again, thanks for all your support and love. Bye guys.